Oh, I think we had a blip, but you didn't miss anything because I move at 2 miles an hour. All right, so we don't want to go. Oh, we do want to go to the blue one. So I dropped off some helicopter fuel. I'm happy that my weight is still distributed okay, and now I am getting back out to the next port, which is Crest Island. So I made it to the first island. I dropped off something. It seemed like it was a pretty easy way to get into the harbor, but now I am off to the races. Another day-night sequence, a very exciting evening at sea, which somehow has the same island in the background, but we will not overparse what's happening in this cutscene. But it's a beautiful sunrise, and we are back into it. Alright. So, we are stopped again. If I want to go back to the beginning, I hit the white buoy. I want to go into shore, though. I have gone 8,528 nautical miles. That is quite a distance so far. If you're intrigued by nautical miles, there's definitely an easy Google converter for you to explore with how far it is from you to your school in nautical miles. Do all kinds of things. You see, I came in, I took a right, and now I'm seeing this harbor. I think I want to go around this island. It seems like too tight. This big old ship can't turn that easily through there. So I'm going to go the long way this time. Maybe there's a better way to do it. Maybe if I need to score the 3,000 points, I got to find, maybe I get the better, ooh, this is going to be narrow here. Get the better high turn force rudders. That might be a solution I need to consider if I like this path that I'm taking. But that worked out alright. And now I've got an easier angle at that. It'd be tough to come through this piece of water and get turned around to get into here without hitting like the rocks over here. So it's just something you want to keep an eye on. Alright. So we are coming in here, slowing down just a touch. But I'm at Crest Island. I'm about to do my second delivery. Look at that shipwreck over there. That is probably the saddest soul from previous attempts. Alright, so you're going to unload my cargo now. And I'm done. So I should have put those two green ones on the second back. Oh no, it got pushed into the wall already again. I'm turning right and going forward, but without momentum on my side, it's challenging. Alright, so now we need to look at the map. We are going for the red buoy. So we need to take a peek for the red buoy. Taking a peek. That buoy is white. That is not our buoy. Where's our red? There's our red. Alright, so let's make sure we're not running into an island. Close, but we'll be okay. This is like you'll learn how to parallel park. You'll pass your driver's test by playing this STEM video game. Alright, so we're getting out here into the deep water. We need to get around this island without running into this island, get to this red buoy, and then we can drop off our last piece of equipment. We saw in the guide that we get a special bonus if we go under 11,500 nautical miles. We shall see if that is what we achieve here. Alright, so we are turning into the red buoy for our final big delivery. Just about there. Alright. This is, even with time going twice as fast, and us supposedly taking 7 minutes to get this done, this has been quite challenging on patience. I'm going to hit escape this time. We don't need to watch for a third time the same cut screen. I'm going to immediately turn. And we need to aim for this harbor over here. So it's a much different landscape here, right? Much more barren. Oh, we need to turn hard though. This is right into that island. Okay. So we made it. But now we have the problem that I was worried about the last time. We got to find a way to get in here. I'm going to take a left. I'm going to try and go around this little island without beaching myself. Because this entrance is on the other... Ooh, I need to look a little bit better. The talking and driving is going to be challenging with this big old monster. Trying to parallel park this bus in this little harbor over here. And now we take the big arc around. See if this is successful. Gosh, it looks like this might be a sandbar. These two pieces of brown keep creeping out like there's some sand between them. But it's successful. It would, if we were doing this in a harbor normally, we would have a harbor map. But such is the good times of Fleet, our video game here. We have enough information to have fun, but not too much information that they'd actually have in real life. So I'm not slowing down because I think this might be the end. So maybe I got to go back to the beginning, I guess. Stuff unloaded. Oh, alright. So, 2,679, and I traveled too far. Oh, it's very sad. So let's take a peek. So in the missions and achievements for the supply and logistics, not my best score ever, but at the same time, 2,679. That trip would have placed it in a whopping 27th place. So there's definitely improvements to be made, right? So let's take a look at this ship. So we know we need the cargo, and we're really not that far under budget. The haul doesn't really cost. Let's go through and do this one more. We might be able to get 2 more times in, but let's change the haul. I want to change yes. So I'm going to do this even though it's going to be a hassle. I want to make it shorter. So we are making the haul, we'll try the extreme other option, right? So now my boat looks like this. It's basically the bow piece and the stern piece with one connector piece. It's still big, but it's not as crazy, right? Before I was basically hitting the front and the back walls. Alright, so now we are building propeller. We're going to do rudder. Let's do these all cost the same, so I can't save money here, but let's turn a little bit better. And then engine. I'm still going to try and get that big engine in there. Just the engine is the way to make speed, and speed is the way to get points. So for propellers, I'm going to go cheap on propellers for now to try and afford this engine. And then the deck house, I'm going to use, they cost the same, so I'm going to use the lighter one. Because again, I didn't like how much that rocked in the beginning. So now we can see, I put it as far forward as we could. And it's kind of far forward. I guess it could move back a little bit. But there's certainly a lot less room on this deck now that we've gone small. So, let us look at the hold container. This is the holding parts. So this has everything that we needed before. So we first dropped off. Oh, I should have wrote this down. I did not write this down. We'll put that up here because I know that second, were our equipment, our good old rescue equipment that we've used for a couple missions now. And then I want to add, in the hold, need that helicopter fuel. We'll put that on the very front. So now I'm very much underweight, but I have everything I need. I'm 20,000 under budget. So the haul, the larger haul really cost us before. So because the only thing left that we need is we don't need that. We don't need another engine. Oh, we did need that. We don't need this. We already got these. But what we needed that I deleted first was ballast tanks. And we're going to fill up these 3 in the middle first because they're a bit lower. Give us a little bit more weight in the foundation here. And then if we still need more weight, we can spread it out among these other containers. Alright, so let us see how this fills up if we do like... that's not going to be enough. We need to fill these completely up. I know that there's a tolerance, but that's not quite it. Alright, so we're going to fill this somewhat up. And then we're still underweight. So we're going to fill these up a bit around the side, evenly distributing this weight. Should know the tolerance for this, but I can't remember because it depends on the length of your haul. It's a calculation, right? It's a formula that determines what's safe to have weight based off of the force and the... That's enough, so let me bring this down by half so I can put it equally here. Alright, so we are good. We are good. Let us go. Alright, so we got to do the stability test again, but I'm feeling a little bit more confident. We got the good engine. I got a sip of coffee coming my way, and we got a smaller ship, and that means lighter. So we're going to click to see how we do with the stability test. That's still rocking way too much, but it did say pass, so it passed. Let's test the speed again. So I'm doing the same exact thing, right? I'm hitting up from the beginning. Speed 2x, going straight for it. Killing time because last time we got 2 minutes and 49 seconds. It does not sound like the best time that we could do even in this crazy ship. So we are moving forward. Aiming for the buoys. And we shall see if I can beat 2 minutes and 49. It is feeling a little bit better, right? Because I know I was commenting when we're about halfway that it was the same time as the combat craft. And it ended up being less than halfway, honestly. And that was at 1 minute 21. But now we seem to be moving a little bit better. You know what I should have added to my data collection now that I'm looking at this? I'd like to know my top speed. If this is it, 16.5, that's still good to know. We will take a quick other glance at the map. Yeah, this is going to be way less. So it's 249 before. Coming in here at a very, very speedy, quite Usain Boltish, 238. Let us do the other maneuvering test. See how that feels. It is going to feel a whole lot better. So before I was watching the back and the front trying to make sure I wasn't hitting buoys, and in places it was really tight. But now this ship feels a little bigger than the search and rescue ship, but it's manageable. It's not that. It's like feels like 15% bigger than the search and rescue ship. I know that the weight's a lot different, right? The weight of the search and rescue ship is like 450,000 kilograms, which is about 1 million pounds. Here we are at 1 million kilograms, which is like 2.1 million pounds. So we are dealing with some extreme weights. Especially on these supply and logistics ships. But it's kind of cool, right? That, we are taking 2 million pounds of metal and getting through the ocean and being able to do some pretty nifty maneuvers in these ports to get through without grounding ourselves. When I first was doing these missions, a lot of grounding. But you kind of get used to, like, the how the harbors are designed, and then makes it a little bit easier. So for this time in supply and logistics, if it shows us the map right away, we got to hit M quick. But I'm going to go straight across. I'm going to go straight to Crest Island, and then I'm going to come back through here and then across here. So again, probably not the most expedient way to do it, but something to consider. There's a special way to go to make sure you get those special bonus points for not traveling 11,500 nautical miles. As you can imagine, we probably will not do it today. But you should figure it out, right? You can look at the map. You can get a paper and pencil out. Do a little addition. Get a little calculator on the screen if you want to double check that addition. And find the best path to deliver these tools. But I do like having this fast engine. Alright, so I get that it doesn't look that much different, but it's just noticeable when you're driving that this thing is moving. It's responsive. When I ask it to do something, we've already got some speed behind me. I'm wondering if I won't have that issue like I did before where I was getting banged into the wall. But we'll find out. That was quite the rough stuff of having to immediately go full screen and we can see now boat looks a little bit smaller than before, but I still got my beautiful night lights, and we got the cargo where we're going to go do some deliveries. So let's get a little sunrise in here, and then we'll skip these going forward. There we go. Got to have a beautiful sunrise. All right. So now we're starting in new spots, but I can see the harbor straight ahead, right? It's right through there. So I just need to keep gaining speed and just get right through this little channel, and I'm done. Alright, so we're going to go for it. Going for it. Alright. There's some interesting scenery over here. We got a little lava rock over here or something. So dark. But now this harbor seems pretty easy, to the point where the next one I want to go to is the pink. So we got to find the pink. Alright, so I want to come back out on the other side of this island. So once you get where you're comfortable with what you're doing now, it's always good to plan your next step, right? Otherwise you become this guy. That guy had a bad day. But looks like we're doing pretty well. Not sure we're going to crack the top 3 since we won't be getting the bonus points. But from an engineering perspective, we definitely explored the long haul, and then we found that by saving on some haul costs, we were able to afford a better engine, and I think that's really going to help us out. I'm not slowing down this time too much. That's okay. So now they're nicely unloading it. Our stuff is unloaded. And I'm hitting W and D right away, trying to go fast and right. I still hit, but it's kind of because I turned too hard. But I've got like real speed coming out of here. Because I'm turning through here. And that was overcorrecting my good turn. So let us turn a little bit more. Go straight through here, and then we'll be off to Becker's Island. We're getting there. We're getting there. Not sure if we'll beat the. I don't know. I think we will beat the time. Look how smooth this is. This is feeling good. Now I just gotta get to this buoy. You're like, hurry, hurry, hurry! Get there. Get there. We just need to get a little bit closer. I want to escape through the cut screen because I think we can take another lap through this. Alright. Almost there we go. Escape. Ooh, now I got some foggy conditions, but I'm set up right where I can see the harbor straight in front of me again. So, we are going forward. Slowly but surely. I'm double checking. I still have my time going twice as fast. But 2 million pounds of steel just takes a while to get some giddy up. Again, I got to come in like from the side, right? So I'm going to be coming a little bit from the left and then taking a hard turn to the starboard, to the right side to come through here. Just like that. And I'm getting back up to 12. Look at that. I'm already at 9,000 nautical miles. That's not good for my my distance, that is sure. But we shall turn into... Trying to turn into... Now. Hard turn right at the end. Now I'm already stopped turning because I turned so well. I probably could have cut that a little bit closer, actually. The ship really has some nimble characteristics. That high turn force rudder might be paying off pretty well. Ooh, don't... Ooh. Ooh, getting a little squirrely at the end. This definitely feels tight to get in here. Definitely doing some drifting. Definitely getting my Hobbs and Shaw on right now. Alright, we're getting out there. And I'm not smacking the wall for once, I hope. I actually am not turning now, so I don't smack the rear end either. And now we're good to go. Alright, so the last island we need to go to is the red island. We need the red buoy. That is the red buoys behind us. That is feeling uncomfortable yet again. So we did this last time, I think. No, I just think the red buoy last time was in a painful spot too. But we are coming out to here for our red buoy. And then that'll be our last base. So really what I'm trying to do is get straight into the next base. I want to take shave all the extra seconds off and try to get, under 14 minutes at least. We shall see if that's possible. I first got to get out of this base, right? And then I need to find a quick way into the harbor. And once they take the material off, we'll be done. This is not going to be... no. We'll see. We will see. Thought we were doing well. This harbor is... I guess getting out has been the problem, huh? Getting in was okay. It was kind of a straight but long shot. Maybe we need a picture of every harbor to know what's the quickest point. Alright, I'm going to hit escape again, even though that is one fine looking ship. Alright, so we are going... Oh, I think I need to go backwards. This is not the best. Well, no, forwards will work. I can make this turn, I think. Got the good rudders and no speed right now. But then I need to turn past this island too. Yeah, this is going to be rough. Time-wise. But the rudders are definitely paying off as far as not crashing. Maybe the secret is to find the right path so you don't feel like you're about to, or you need to turn hard every time to get in and out of the harbor. And then you could go with the high efficiency rudder and get even more speed. Because it's definitely a big boat race in the end, right? We have 3 checkpoints. But we are trying to make this thing speed along as quickly as possible. Alright, so we are about to wrap up in a not record finish, nor is it photo. It has none of the good finishing adjectives. Alright, so you're unloading me. And now I'm unloaded and I finished. Man, I like that boat way better, but we traveled way further and it got a way worse time. So even though I felt the qualitative piece, like the piece of me feeling how the boat was moving was a lot better, everything was off in the end. So we're going to take a completely different route. We went left and now we're going to go right. And we also did this last time. We went all that's crazy. Alright, so we need to go this way. We're going to go right. So we started going left. Then last time, we went straight. And this time, we're going right. Oh, and we need to click this button, because otherwise we will be taking forever, ever. But we are going now. I think we have some knowledgeable armed forces veterans in our chat who have seen such deliveries that go awry a bit. They have it definitely takes some time to move some cargo, it seems, especially if they're household goods. They may not get dumped at sea always, just sometimes. Alright, so we're going right. We're going to get to this buoy. We're going to try and get through this map quicker. 15 minutes last time, so like 7.5 minutes of real time, but 15 minutes of game speed time. We just got to stay where we're not getting grounded and get through this quicker. I'm already done with my sunsets. I'm done with the sunrises and the sunsets. I see the harbor over here. Not quite oh, whoops. Am I turning the wrong way? I am turning the wrong way. I'm not quite certain if that's the opening yet, though. I think it is. Seems like an opening. So, we're going to come through here, and then the next thing that we need to do is go to the blue island if we're going around. So we go red, blue, pink this time. That means we got to take a hard turn again. These buoys, they're in tough spots. Alright, so we're getting down there. We're getting through it. But this is quite, once we get the setup, just takes a bit of time. We can look at our ship, we can marvel at the scenery, and think about what things to improve. I think I'm going to be very happy with the rudders this time, because I got to turn all the way to get over here right when I finish this thing. Alright, so let us unload. Please unload me quickly. Alright, so we're jamming on going fast. Alright, so unload it. I understand. We're still going full throttle. I'm going to keep going left a little bit. You can see the steering wheel, or right, excuse me. But I need to take a hard left, like right now. I need to pivot around this point as tightly as possible. Because I am going out, out, out. That would have sent me where I started. That's where we're going last. That's the 6,000 mile trip. 6,000 nautical mile trip. And now this is where we're going. Trying to stay away from this. This looks a little dicey, but we're good. And then we just got to get here. I hope that's the worst of the turns that await me. So we got one delivery done. We're at 5:30. We'll probably be at 6:10 by the time we get there. That's my guess. See how accurate that is. I don't know. That's 2 screens in 6 minutes. But we've seen in the last screen, you only have to get into it. You don't have to get out of it. But, yeah, and that was a optimistic, over-optimistic. That is definitely something I get known for. Alright, so let us finish getting... So we see the harbor already. And I'm at Crest Island. So the last thing that we'll need... So we got to get through here pretty quick. And this seems like it's going okay. However... We need the pink buoy. Where is the pink buoy? Oh, I see. Over there somewhere. So we're going through here, and then we'll take a hard turn. We're getting there. It's getting there. Alright, so I guess we're delivering the rescue equipments this time. Didn't quite load this right. Needed to take more notes. More shipwrecks around. Let me see. I want to turn. It's kind of. This is definitely the parking brake turn. See if we can time this. Ooh, probably not quite. No, we got it, I think. That's about as nimble as a ship like this can maneuver. Alright, so we're getting equipment off the back. And now we're ready to roll. And we got to go over this pink. So we got stuff unloaded. And we got one last delivery to make, and we got to get over here somewhere. So I think it's still going to be best going through that channel. Alright. So let's turn it so now we got the straight shot. I don't know. Probably going to take another minute to get out of here. We'll see if we get the better time. We have certainly engineered two parts of this, right? And I think when you start playing these simulators, you understand that, like, you engineer the thing, right? We engineered the ship. We made some really critical improvements, and I still think we need to think about the rudder and the propellers, trying to get every ounce of energy out of this and into the water. And then we also had to engineer the solution of how we're using it. We are using it as we are trying to get the best, quickest trip, and we had to figure out that right pathway. Alright, so we are going straight for here, and that's where we'll wrap up. We'll get a quick score, but the challenge today, or the week really, till April 17th, is to set the high score in this mission. They're clustered around 3,000. We'll see if we can push that up at all. And then, just a reminder, we will repost this at 11 a.m. to have a discussion on our website, which is protected, so it's a safe space for students to talk. And then we will also have an award ceremony for the combat practice at 2 p.m. today. Some good crafts have been used in there, but certainly not the one that... Well, the craft may have been good. The pilot was not so good. Alright, so we are almost there, and I do think it's going to be better than 14 minutes. But we shall see. We will get an immediate feedback, that's for sure. But I will leave you right when we check this score. So keep on engineering, keep on using the design process to think about what's working, what's not working, and use data to solve your problems. Alright, so they've unloaded my cargo, and the stuff is unloaded. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Gauntlet throw down. I'll see you all later today, and look forward to doing another Twitch chat this time next week. Goodbye.